From JSNT Studios in Cumming, Georgia, we are live. I'm here with Thunder, as always, and we got a good show for y'all today. Okay, well, what do we got planned for today, Thunder?
Well, Jason, yesterday we both came across something in our broadcast that neither one of us knew what it was. It was called the Game Stick. Well, after some research on the Game Stick, I found that it is basically the most portable game system, and basically by that is you can play all your Android apps or iPhone apps, to my knowledge, on this portable device. Um, it has joysticks like a regular Xbox or PlayStation controller, and it works basically just like a tablet, to my knowledge. Um, it features a Bluetooth control style to it, um, to make it where you can really jump into the action through the game stick instead of going through your phone, tablet, or PC.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is it's um, like a game that you can play Android games on.
Basically.
Alrighty then. Well then, let us continue. I'm pulling up the thing right now. So, let us continue. Now, Thunder, is there anything you want to cover during this little session?
This leave of absence or silence, I guess you could say, is what you're talking about right now.
Yes.
Not really anything comes to mind. I mean, we have all our scheduled programming as of right now. I don't think we have anything to squeeze in at this moment.
Well, what about like any games you have near you or anything?
I think we should save that for one of our later segments. We have some games that we still have to cover later on in the broadcast, and if any of them pop up in there, then I'll be more than happy to give a quick unboxing.
Alrighty. Well, I don't really. Let me see here. Just so y'all know, if you're new to the channel, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just like, it's like really, really bad right now. Sorry. Um, but let me see here. Here we go. I don't know how old this game is or anything, so it's a PC game. It's something called Outlast. Have you heard of it, Thunder?
Boy, have I heard of this game. Um, First thing I would definitely like to say about this game is it is definitely a experience you will remember. Great graphics for a PC game. The engine it runs on surprisingly supports the graphics, which is even better. But the real thing with this game is that you'll play it and you'll get scared. No matter what your tolerance is of horror, you're gonna get scared in this game. And it's just a fun game, great controls. I love it.
Alrighty then. So it's pretty much one of these like games.
Oh, it'll make you do that in your pants too.
Okay. This thing, I am on GameStop.com for anyone who wants to come and look at any of these games. It does say it's a horror game, and it says it's rated M for blood and gore, intense violence, nudity, sexual content, and strong language. So now, let us see what's next. Why don't we see a game that for new generation consoles, it's for the Xbox One only. It is a game called Forza 5. Have you heard of it, Thunder?
I absolutely have. It is definitely one of the top anticipated new releases for the next generation consoles. Definitely something to look out for, and I'm looking forward to it for the new generation console. Um, it's definitely going to have enhanced graphics and probably very good gameplay.
Yes. I know I really like the Forza series. I play Forza 3 and Forza Horizon, and they're both really good games. I've heard from many people that the Forza um, 5 is it? I'm sorry, I just like forgot.
Yeah, it's Forza 5.
Okay, Forza 5 is like very, how you say, good graphics. Like they say that it's like so realistic, like you're actually in a car driving.
That's exactly what I heard too. I've heard that the graphics are very intense and that they're really pushing the limit of the next generation console this early into the console's creation, which is risky, but I still say it's a great, great graphical game. Definitely giving it the most realism as it can.
Alrighty. So, right now, I am doing a little bit of research for a new segment that we're going to be adding to this thing. And it's basically what we're going to do is like every week that we do a video, we're going to say this week's game of the week or whatever. Okay, and this week we're doing a Android game. Okay, it's basically a phone game. um, and it says, sorry, phone's being slow, y'all. It says,
Ding, 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 ding. I messed that Jeopardy theme up. How do you mess that up?
yes, yes, you did. Okay, well, it is actually the 33 best games for the thing for it, Android. And it says, okay, this is weird. Wouldn't think that this was the top, but okay. Can I get a drum roll, please? Cut the Rope 2. Thunder, what do you say about that?
I personally have never heard of it. This literal mention has been the first time I've heard of it. Don't know what to make of it. Don't know what to say to it. I got nothing.
Well, I mean, I've heard of it. Heard it's a stupid game too, so I'm really like, what?
He probably has all those 10-year-old downloads.
Yeah, pretty much. Um, so, Thunder, why don't you say one of them games you got there?
Alright, well, I'm just gonna go take the first thing I got here. Do you have the camera on me, though?
Yes, I do.
Okay. This game is Fallout 3. It is made by Bethesda, same company that makes the Elder Scrolls series. It is a post-apocalyptic nuclear disaster, and I'll read you a little bit of the back. From the creators of the award-winning Oblivion comes Fallout 3, featuring one of the most realized game worlds ever created. Create any kind of character you want and explore the open wastes of post-apocalyptic Washington, D.C. Every minute is a fight for survival as you encounter super mutants, ghouls, raiders, and other dangers in the wasteland. And it is winner of uh, Best of E3, Game Critic Award, and Best of Game Spy, which is a huge award you can get. It is rated M for mature for blood and gore, intense violence, sexual themes, strong language, and use of drugs. Taking a look inside, we have the game disc, and of course the manual. And the manual is, just shows all the stuff that you can do in the game, which is pretty standard in Xbox games. But it's definitely a fun game. Best RPG I've ever played, probably besides Skyrim and the Elder Scrolls series. But it is definitely a game I recommend getting if you haven't already. It's an older game, but it's worth it. Fallout 3, available on PS3, Xbox 360, and PC.
Well, I have looked it up, okay, and it was actually released here in North America October 28th in 2008. Was released in Europe on October 30th, 2008. Australia, the same day as Europe, was released in the United Kingdom on October 31st, 2008. And then it was released in Japan on December 4th, 2008. The game is, it says the mode is single player. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct. There is no multiplayer on this whatsoever.
Okay. It is classified as an action role-playing game, and that's about it that I got on there. So, um, yeah.
Here we go.
What do we got next, Thunder?
Next game?
Yeah.
Well, since we're on the Fallout train already, I decided Fallout New Vegas. It is literally, I guess you can say, the fourth game in the franchise, not really classified as Fallout 4, that is being made as we speak. I can't wait for it. It's going to be for next generation consoles. Getting off topic. This game came out in 2010. It takes place in western United States, more specifically Nevada and part of California. It is rated M for mature for blood and gore, intense violence, sexual content, strong language, and use of drugs. Same reasons as Fallout 3. Read you a little bit of the back. Welcome to Vegas, New Vegas. As you battle your way across the heat-blasted Mojave wastelands to the neon-drenched Vegas Strip, you'll be introduced to a colorful cast of characters, factions, special weapons, mutated creatures, and much more. Choose sides in the upcoming war or declare winner takes all in the follow-up to the 2008 Video Game of the Year, Fallout 3. Enjoy your stay. I'll just show you a little bit of the back so you can get a good idea of the graphics. And going into the case, we have the disc, as always. Um, we have a Doom and Dishonored flyer, which is, you know, 2 games for a different time. Um, and we have another manual, which again, it shows pretty much the exact same features as Fallout 3 with a few enhancements to the game. But overall, out of all the Fallout series, this one's definitely my favorite so far. So much you can do in it. Uh, you know, just really good game. If you don't own it already, recommend getting it and the rest of the Fallout series.
Okay, well, I have looked it up on my trusty phone here, and this thing is up for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 3, and Xbox 360. So basically everything,
Yeah.
unless you got a Mac.
Yeah, poor Apple, they get the bad end of everything.
Yep. And it pretty much came out in the same around the same dates as the Fallout 3, except 2 years later. Came out October 19th, 2010 in North America, October 21st, 2010 in Australia, October 22nd, 2010 in Europe, and November 4th, 2010 in Japan. It is also classified as an action role-playing game and is also single player. Let me just check again, is that correct?
100%.
Okay. So what else you got over there?
Well, that's the only Fallout games I have on disc next to me. So I will pick out a new game. Just give me 1 second. Okay. So this. Yes. Okay. So this next game is Lord of the Rings: War in the North. To my knowledge, this came out in 2011. It is based off of course, the Lord of the Rings movies and books, but it takes place with 3 new characters: an elf, a dwarf, and a ranger. Um, Let me just read a little bit of the back for you. A new fellowship unites. Experience a new story. Create your own fellowship with brutally realistic combat. I can't read. I apologize. It is rated M for mature, for blood and gore and intense violence. It is 1 to 2 player. 1 MB to save the game. Online is 2 to 3 player, however. Open the case. You have the disc, and of course the manual. And the manual is probably the smallest manual I've ever seen. It's literally 3 pages. But I've beat the game. I've played it. It can be very, very hard at times, but it is an overall great game, great storyline. I'm not gonna lie, the voice acting in it is terrible, but it's just a fun game. It's a great RPG for you to play with your friends. If you don't own it, go ahead and buy it. You can get it used at GameStop for like $20, or get it brand new for $60.
Well, I have pulled it up on my trusty phone here, and this says that this is up for Microsoft Windows, OS X, which I don't know what that is. What is that, Thunder?
OS X?
Yes.
I don't know. It sounds like it could be a type of, I don't want to say Android, but I want to say maybe a tablet or something. I don't know.
Yeah, possibly. If you know what an OS X is, leave it in the comments, please.
Please.
It is also available for PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and Cloud on Live. Okay, the thing is, came out for um, the in North America, Europe, and Australia, all in November, relatively close of 2011. North America, November 1st, Europe, November 9th, and Australia, November 23rd. The only thing about this is it came out for OS X, which again I don't know what it is, in 2013, September 18th of 2013. So whatever that it means. The thing is considered a role-playing game and is for single player and co-op multiplayer. Okay, Thunder, what else you got?
What else do I got? That's a good question. Ah. Okay, I got this. We have Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. This is an older game, I will admit that. I don't know the exact date. I want to say 2011, 2012. It is the sequel to, of course, the first game, which everyone pretty much knows. It got so many awards, it pretty much dominated E3. But everyone's pretty much played this game, or at least have heard of it. It is rated T for teen, just for violence, although there is a little bit of language that slips through every once in a while. But let me just read a little bit of the back for you. Betrayed by Darth Vader for the last time, Starkiller has escaped and faces a new journey to find his true identity. Unleash fury with wield dual lightsabers and new force powers to crush your enemies. Unleash Truth, sequel to the award-winning story, continue the epic Star Wars saga. Already said that. Opening it up, and yes, I put this in a PlayStation case because the Xbox case it came in got destroyed. But of course it comes with the disc and the manual, which I'll take that out for just a second. It's another small manual, not as small as the last one. 20, that's way too big. 13 pages. It is single player only. It does not have multiplayer. But overall, it's a very fun game. Very challenging at some points. And definitely if you're into Star Wars or just in it for the game, you could just be in it for the game. Because it's just one of those games where you don't even have to know the storyline at all. You can just have fun playing it. And I recommend getting it. If you haven't got this by now or haven't heard of it by now, there's something wrong with you. I don't mean to be rude, but there's something wrong with you. That's all I got.
Well, I will say, I played the first one. It was fun as heck. Took me forever to finish, but I did finish it. And I don't finish a lot of games. But I did finish it. And this thing came out in 2010, actually. Thunder.
Dang, I was way off.
It came out for PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Microsoft Windows, Wii, Nintendo DS, and iOS. It is an action-adventure game, and it's a good game. I mean, I have not personally played it, but I have friends that have, and they all agree it's a great game, and I've played the first one. So, you got anything else over there?
Yeah, I got one more thing actually now that you mention it.
Okay, what we got?
The first Star Wars, The Force Unleashed. Okay, so going back about 2 years or a year, yeah, I'd say 2 years. Definitely a fun game. This is the PlayStation version. It's a little different than the Xbox version, but I'll read a little bit of the back. Unleash the power of the Force like never before in a new chapter of Star Wars. Unleash epic Force powers and devastating combos. Discover the untold story of Darth Vader's secret apprentice, set between the movies Episode 3 and Episode 4. Experience the Jedi trials and battle new enemies across the Star Wars galaxy. It is one player, rated T for teen for violence. Opening the box is a little bit different because it's for PlayStation, but same concept. You have the disc, and you have the manual on the side. And the manual is a little bit bigger than for the second game. This one's actually 21 pages long, so it's a pretty detailed manual. Overall, I recommend the first one over the second one. Just saying, I thought the first one was a better game. But get both of them and have fun with it. Go all out.
Well, I have pulled it up, and it is probably the one game that is on the most platforms out of any of them that we've done. This thing is on PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, Wii, Xbox 360, iOS, mobile phone, Engage, Nintendo DS, PlayStation Portable, Microsoft Windows, and Mac OS X. The consoles and the handhelds came out in North America September 16th of 2008. Australia, September 17th, 2008. Europe, September 19th, 2008. And Japan, October 9th, 2008. It came out for PC in November 6, 2009 in North America, December 17th, 2009 in Europe, and December 16th, 2009 in Australia. It is also an action-adventure game, and you were wrong about it only being single-player because it does say on here it is also multiplayer.
Well, on the back of this thing it says one player, so that's what I saw on there.
Well, probably for PC.
For PC, probably.
Okay, so is there anything else you got over there?
Well, I got a lot up here. It just depends on whether or not we got the time for it.
Well, I mean, I gotta go at least by 7.
Well, I don't think that I got really anything else here worth sharing that hasn't been shared all over the internet by now.
Alrighty then. Well, we're gonna close out this video now. If you like any of this, press the subscribe button. Subscribe to us. I mean, we're relatively new on this area or on this account. We have multiple accounts. Well, I have another account and he has another account, so you go check them out if you want to. But press that like button, subscribe to us, and thanks for watching. This has been your weekly gaming news. Peace.
Meh, and have a nice day.